We have more now on the plan to save millions of young salmon from an early death because of low water levels brought on by the drought. Instead of swimming, the fish will travel to the ocean in trucks.
Yeah, Action News Now reporter Brian Johnson paid a visit to the Feather River Hatchery in Oroville today and joins us now with all the details. Brian.
Alan, Debbie, as I found out, nothing new for Feather River. They always transport with trucks, but because they're a large operation with plenty of resources, they'll lend a helping hand to other hatcheries.
More fish in the sea. Not always, but definitely the case this year with the drought.
With the low water condition, the fear is that there would be a reduced number of fish that would be able to make the downstream migration and actually get to the ocean to mature.
A U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service official says warm water temperatures can be lethal to salmon. Low flows slow them down. That's why state and federal hatcheries like Coleman and Anderson are planning on planting in the sea this year, more specifically San Pablo Bay. But for the Feather River Hatchery in Oroville, that's their MO. On a normal year, they transport at least 8 million Chinook salmon to the Pacific Ocean. In fact, Fish and Wildlife technician Steve Brightwell says Feather River raises more fish than any other hatchery in the state. They have strength in numbers.
We'll be helping them because we have the equipment and the drivers to help move the fish to the ocean.
Brightwell is a driver himself. He'll clock some overtime on the road.
More days on the road than we normally would have, and probably a longer time frame to get all the fish from everyone to the ocean.
The ocean is where they live. A small portion come back upstream.
And it's amazing because, you know, we put them in trucks, take them to the ocean, they swim back up the river. They find their way back here.
If more rains come soon, hatcheries could scrap the trucks. But like everything tied with the drought, the clock is ticking.
Ticking a lot. At this point, it's just about ticked out.
I spoke with Bob Clark, a fisheries program supervisor with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service Pacific Southwest region just a little bit ago. Now, he tells me Coleman, a federal hatchery, is preparing to truck 100% of its salmon this year, but will be coordinating with the state and monitoring conditions in the coming weeks. For Action News Now, I'm Brian Johnson.